Hello, everybody. Today we're going to be talking about clerk minutes and how you can leverage AI technology for your meeting minutes. From the HeyGov side, as a speaker, you have me. My name's Megan Marek. I'm on the digital transformation team, and I'm a HeyGov specialist. I know all things HeyGov. If you attend or schedule a demo with HeyGov, you'll probably see me. And with me as my guest speaker, I have Heather Miner. She is from the town of Longview, North Carolina. And like a lot of other town clerks, Heather has to wear a lot of hats. One of those is the Human Resources Director. She's also the Public Information Officer and the town clerk. And she's also a ClerkMinutes user. She's been using ClerkMinutes since April of 2023. So before we chat with Heather, I'm just going to give you a brief overview about what ClerkMinutes is. ClerkMinutes simplifies how meeting minutes are written by using cutting-edge AI technology. It takes your PDF agendas and matches it up with your meeting recordings. It can be audio or video to generate draft meeting minutes in less than 10 minutes. So let's hear from Heather. I could sit here and talk all day about what ClerkMinutes is and how it works, but I think it'd be best to hear from somebody who's actually been using it. So Heather, maybe you'd like to formally introduce yourself?
Thank you, Megan. Yes, my name is Heather Miner, and I'm the town clerk for the town of Longview. I am also the Human Resources Director and the Public Information Officer. So I definitely do wear a lot of hats, and sometimes there's not enough time in the day, but thankfully with HeyGov, that's been made a little bit easier. I've been able to find a few more minutes. So,
yeah. Could you tell us a little bit about how you discovered ClerkMinutes and just about your overall experience with it?
Yeah, so I am in Longview, North Carolina. That's the municipality that I work for. And we have a clerk listserv that every clerk within North Carolina county or municipality has access to. So our previous town manager that we had, he pretty much wanted an in-detail account of every meeting that we had, which was basically verbatim. So I was typing minutes that were anywhere from 4 pages to 18 pages to who knows, just depending on how long the meetings were. And so when he retired, I started thinking, okay, let's work smarter, not harder. How can I simplify this? How can I make this a little bit easier for me? So back in April, I sent a message out on our clerk listserv and asked, does anybody use any transcription software? If so, what do you like? What do you don't like? And I didn't get a ton of feedback, but Aubrey Smith, the clerk at Granite Quarry, did back and tell me that she had just recently reached out to HeyGov or got in contact with HeyGov, and that you guys were doing beta testing. And she said, I can't really give you any feedback because I haven't done it long enough, but here's their contact information, have at it. So I reached out to the contact that she gave me, did a demo with you, and here we are.
Awesome. Well, have you seen any specific benefits since you started using ClerkMinutes?
Aside from not taking days and weeks to complete my minutes, which that was my biggest thing, was what a lengthy process the meeting minutes were taking.
Well, what was your process for it before?
Say it again.
I said, what was your process for your minutes before?
So previously it would be listen to a recording about 30 seconds long, type what I heard, listen to a recording, type what I heard, so on and so forth. That I would do that for about 30 seconds at a time. And if it was like when we're doing the budget retreat, I mean, that's 8 hours worth of stopping and going and stopping and I mean, it took forever. So this probably from the start of me uploading my information to HeyGov to the completion, completion of my final minutes, I would say is 20 minutes.
Wow. And can you tell us a little bit about that process with ClerkMinutes, how you use it?
So sure, we have a recording device in our council chambers, and then I also have a handheld recorder that I set up by where my council sits just to be able to try and pick up everybody. I found what translates best over is actually my handheld recorder that I set up there. It has a USB drive, and that just sort of seems to, for whatever reason, it fit in better with the HeyGov than my other recording device. So I just upload it. I have it pulled up. I pull up HeyGov. I drag and drop my audio in there. I upload my PDF of my agenda index, and then it just sort of does whatever it does to make it all come together.
Yeah. And do you have to make many edits once it's generated, or?
No, generally speaking, the only edits that I do have to make are typing in the names of our council people. We have aldermen, so typing in Alderman Gary Lingerfeld or whoever. I do have to replace, like, say speaker 1 or speaker 2 when there are multiple people speaking, and I just replace that with whoever spoke.
All right. Is there anything else you'd like to mention about ClerkMinutes? Anything you'd like to tell us about?
I mean, it has really, it's been mainly beneficial as a time saver, and it summarizes everything to a point where it does not have to be verbatim, but the point's definitely made. You know what happened.
Right.
It does take a detailed account of the motions that were made, the seconds that were made, if it was unanimous, if there was, how many yays or nays that you had. It does a phenomenal job with that. I can definitely tell improvements from when I first started, picking up my Southern accent and the accents of my board. It's, through leaving feedback, you guys have been able to adapt and make some changes. Like, for instance, whenever I first uploaded my agenda index, I had our watermark on the background and I was using Roman numerals.
Right.
Well, we realized that the HeyGov technology didn't really like the watermark. It kind of skewed what was picking up, and then it didn't overly like Roman numerals. So when I save it, when I save what I upload for you all, I just do no watermark, standard numbers and letters, and it transfers over beautifully.
Awesome.
But one of the biggest things that I love and that attracted me to HeyGov after my initial contact with you all was the customer service. It is absolutely second to none. I think I've told you that every time I've talked to you. But you all are very responsive. You respond in a timely manner. You're eager to get answers and to troubleshoot or fix any issues that I have. I don't know that I've ever not had a same day turnaround as far as if I've had a problem. It's absolutely phenomenal. And that's huge for me, coming from somebody that used to be a customer service manager in a previous life. So that's a big deal.
Yeah, we really take pride in our customer service. We know that clerks are really busy, and a lot of times it is hard to come back to something. It's a lot easier to just take care of the issue at hand. And so we really try to make that happen the best we can. And we have a lot of respect for clerks, especially those small town clerks that have to wear a lot of hats like you, Heather. But thank you so much for your kind words and for giving us a little insight into how you use ClerkMinutes.
Sure.
All right, so now I'm going to go in and we can talk just a little bit more about ClerkMinutes. Just for a recap, ClerkMinutes simplifies your meeting minutes process. It utilizes cutting-edge AI technology. It uses your agenda and your audio or video recording to generate the meeting minutes. And it has a built-in text editor for any needed edits. And you can use ClerkMinutes. All it takes is 4 easy steps. The first step is to drag and drop your meeting agenda and your meeting recording. And then our software is going to automatically transcribe your meeting recording from speech to text. And it's going to take that text that it generates and match it up with each item on your agenda. It can also pick up sub items. And then after that, it's going to auto summarize every item so that you get your meeting transcript and draft minutes in about 5 minutes. And we have some built-in features that's going to make that process even easier. So the first one I'm going to chat about is the built-in text editor. It works like any other text editor, but it's nice to have it built in so that you don't have to take all this to another word processor to change all the information. You can bold, italicize, underline, put things in quotations, transform it to bullet points, change how it's laid out, add links, all of that good stuff. And like I said, it's built in, so you don't have to take this and add it to another word processor. Next one is HeyGov AI. This automatically will change it depending on what you choose. So you can make it shorter, longer. You can have it transform to bullet points. You can make it sound more formal, or even make it sound funnier if you'd like to. All right, next up we have minutes history. So if you made any of those previous changes and you weren't completely happy with them, you do have access to the history, so you can always click on one of the previous ones and restore it to that version. Last up, we have the transcript search. This is a handy feature that lets you ask questions. So, for example, when was the next meeting scheduled for? What was said about the budget? Was a building permit approved? So you just ask it a question and it'll give you a summarization of what was said, and it'll give you a timestamp that you can even click on and hear or view that clip as well. ClerkMinutes is going to save you hours of your time every month by helping you do less busy work. And you might be asking, is it magic? The answer is no, it's just really neat technology. And you can actually sign up to use this technology for free at ClerkMinutes.com. You'll just click the button that says sign up for a wait list, and we'll get you an account created as soon as we can. And just so you all know, HeyGov does have other apps that can help you save time and streamline your processes. So we have HeyGov Pay, which is handy for online and in-person payments. We have HeyLicense, which is online licensing and permitting with workflows. HeyReserve is kind of like Airbnb for municipalities. It lets you rent out your venues to your residents all online. It even has an online availability calendar. And Hey311, our citizen reporting app. And if you're interested in hearing more, I do host webinars every month. My next one is October 10th and at 11 a.m. Central, and it's about simplifying in-person payments. So I'll be talking about how you can take payments in person with HeyGov with a card reader, and even log cash and check payments to keep everything in the HeyGov system, and how it's all nice and organized and great to use. All right. Well, thank you guys for all taking the time to attend this webinar or view the recording. I really appreciate you. I know that you're very busy, and I just really appreciate that you took the time out out of your day to learn more about ClerkMinutes. And like I said, you can sign up for free at ClerkMinutes.com. If you have any questions, you can email me, Megan at HeyGov.com, MEAGAN at HeyGov.com, and we'll send you Heather's email in case you want to get in touch with her as well.
It's Heather.Minor, MINOR at Longview, LONGVIEW, N as in Nancy, C as in Charlie.gov.
All right. Well, thank you again, Heather, for helping me out with this. It really helps to hear from a clerk's perspective, somebody who's actually using it instead of me just talking about it. Thank you again.
No problem.
All right. Bye, everybody.